Good morning, everybody, and I'd like to call this hearing to order and thank everybody for being here. It's a busy day on Capitol Hill. As you all know, Wednesdays are exceedingly busy, and this one is no exception to that. At this hearing, we'll consider the President's nomination of Katherine Scarlett to serve as chairman of the Council on Economic Equality and Jeffrey Hall to serve as the Assistant Administrator for the Office of Enforcement and Compliance Assurance at the Environmental Protection Agency. So thank you both for the willingness to serve. I want to give a special welcome to Katherine's family. Katherine, I know because she and I have worked together. Her husband Brian and her parents are here today, so thank you for joining us. And I know that Jeffrey has his parents and his wife here with him today, so thank you all for coming and being supportive. Established by the National Environment Policy Act, also known as NEPA, the Council on Environmental Quality, or CEQ as we call it, is part of the Executive Office of the President. The agency is primarily responsible for advising federal agencies on the implementation of NEPA, and as well as developing and recommending environmental policies to the President. Katherine is very well qualified to lead CEQ. In her current role as CEQ's Chief of Staff, Katherine has supported the efforts of federal agencies to implement the Bipartisan Federal Responsibility Act and ensure compliance with recent court decisions as agencies update their individual NEPA regulations and procedures. She also led efforts to modernize environmental review and permitting processes through President Trump's Permitting Technology Action Plan, recently launching the CE Explorer, which allows the easy identification of more than 2,000 categorical exclusions established by federal agencies. During the time of the first Trump administration, Katherine served in senior roles at CEQ and also at the Federal Permitting Improvement Steering Council. In the 4 years between her service in the executive branch, Katherine served on my staff here at EPW, playing a key role in shaping bipartisan provisions in the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, Economic Development Reauthorization Act, and the America's Conservation Enhancement Reauthorization Act. So thank you for that. As my colleagues know, Ranking Member Whitehouse and I are diligently working on bipartisan legislation to reform the environmental review and permitting processes for all projects. I'm hopeful we can get a bill to the President's desk for his signature. And when we do, I'm confident that it will be implemented faithfully under Katherine's leadership at CEQ. Today, we will also hear from Jeffrey Hall. Thank you, Jeffrey, for being here. President Trump's nominee to lead the EPA's Office of Enforcement and Compliance Assurance. R-W.Va works with EPA regional offices in partnership with state governments, tribal governments, and other federal agencies to promote regulatory compliance and enforce the nation's environmental laws and regulation. The office targets the most serious water, air, and chemical pollution violations under the laws such as the Clean Water Act, the Clean Air Act, CERCLA, and the Toxic Substance Control Act. In carrying out the EPA's statutory authority, R-W.Va must operate within the confines of our federal environmental laws, not invent novel violations to penalize regulated entities. The previous administration placed an outsized emphasis on penalizing regulated entities rather than working with good faith actors in the regulated community to ensure compliance. Mr. Hall will be tasked with striking the right balance between the agency's efforts to encourage compliance with our environmental laws and targeting the entities flaunting those laws to ensure Americans have clean air, clean water, and clean land. Mr. Hall's professional experience gives him the expertise to effectively lead this office. He has worked as a litigator, a prosecutor, and legal advisor representing federal agencies, corporations, and individuals in a wide variety of litigation and in both criminal and civil enforcement procedures. I look forward to hearing how Mr. Hall will navigate the agency's enforcement and compliance priorities today. So with that,